Hi, we've come to the end of this module on waste. I hope it's been useful and somewhat inspiring. We covered a lot of ground. We first looked at the context of waste and some of the cultural reasons why it's occurring in modern society. We also looked at our own contribution to waste, well you did, with an audit. And we looked at waste flows in very specific topics as well. We looked at it in food, how we can cut down on wasting food by putting it back in the nutrient cycle, food scraps into the compost bin, into the garden and back on the table again. And we look when we buy food how we can avoid packaging and buying local and the value of that and how that cuts down on waste. In addition, we looked at waste in water. We looked how we can recycle waste, gray water for example, and just cut down on our general demand of water in the system. We also looked at how silly it is to put our own human waste down a toilet and flush it with drinking water. So we looked at some options that might be better for that. We looked at energy waste and the terrible impact that's having on the environment and some things we can do about it. We touched on some of the ways you can create your own energy, but you'll do much more of that in the next module on ecological technology. We also talked about the impacts of waste of use buying so much stuff, and maybe how we could avoid doing that and how we can recycle and reuse the things that we bring into our lives or share them. We talked about how we can mitigate waste when it does occur in our soils and waters using plants and microbes and mushrooms, well, fungi. And we talked about waste in less tangible ways, wasting time and money, and how holistic design can help us create more opportunities from places that we might be wasting things that are important to us. And then finally, we talked also about the impact of community, that we can't work alone, that we need each other, that waste is coming to us from outside our own systems, no matter what we do, and inadvertently we are also creating waste in other people's backyards. So we looked at how to work together and some activism ideas too. And finally, you got a chance, and you will continue to do so, to take some of the ideas and put them to work in your own design and in your life. So look through your pathways, your resource pathways in your final design, and see where you can patch up some leaks, tighten some screws, and make more opportunity. Because in the end, that's what we know waste is, right? And it's a practice. Don't worry if you can't get there right away. It's not a goal, it's an orientation. And it's a wonderful one, really. It's not something to beat yourself up over. I look at waste here as Grilled Kumar, where we are supposed to be demonstrating lifestyles that reduce waste and teaching people about it, as an opportunity of waste opposite, to practice that, right? Awareness, gratitude, honor, seeing the value in things, appreciation. So that's what waste gives me every day, and I hope that it can be useful to you in that way too, because it's very rewarding to look at waste in that context. The next module is going to be real fun, and it's one of my favorite topics, ecological technology, sometimes referred to as alternative technology. It's about how we can use technology to do a lot of things to make our life better. It will help us with the ethics, and it will reduce waste too. So enjoy the next module. I think it's going to be very interesting, and it will have applications that you can tie into this module and the one that we had before, the built environment. Well, they all weave together in a beautiful way, helping each other. And through it all, the opportunity of studying and releasing waste will be there for you. So I hope you take this forward into your designs and your lives, and make it a useful experience.